The first 3 chapters of the book of Revelation, often referred to as letters to the 7 churches, are messages from Jesus to 7 churches in Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey, as recorded by the Apostle John. Each message addresses specific strengths, weaknesses, and challenges faced by these communities, warning them against compromise, false teachings, and moral decay, themes that can be connected to aspects of paganism and cultural pressures in the world of that time. In the ancient world, paganism was the dominant religious system, marked by polytheistic worship, idol veneration, and often practices that clashed with early Christian values. The Roman Empire promoted emperor worship and pagan festivals, creating intense pressure on early Christians to conform or face persecution. The letters to the churches address the tendency of some Christians to blend or compromise their faith with these pagan customs.
Each church in Revelation receives a unique message that acknowledges their current situation and instructs them on how to overcome their particular challenges. Here's a look at each church, its struggle, and how it connects to both paganism and modern-day issues. Ephesus, known for its hard work and endurance, the church in Ephesus is praised for resisting false teachings but criticized for losing its first love for God. In the context of paganism, this might symbolize a church that becomes weary in resisting external cultural pressures and begins to drift from a passionate, authentic relationship with God. In today's world, this could relate to individuals or communities who prioritize routine, religious formalities over true spiritual devotion. The Christians in Smyrna face intense persecution, remaining faithful despite suffering. They are encouraged to persevere, even to death, as their trials are a testing ground for their faith. The pagan influence here represents the pressure to conform to societal norms or even worship the emperor. This parallels modern challenges where social or political pressures might compel people to compromise their values for acceptance or safety. Pergamum is criticized for tolerating those who follow teachings like those of Balaam, associated with idolatry and immorality. The warning here is against blending faith with secular ideologies or practices that distort Christian principles. Today, this can resonate with situations where believers are tempted to mix faith with materialism, self-indulgence, or ideologies that oppose their core beliefs. Thyatira faces rebuke for tolerating a prophetess, Jezebel, who leads the church into sexual immorality and idol worship, symbolic of adopting practices contrary to Christian beliefs. This relates to modern moral relativism, where the boundaries between right and wrong can blur, making it easy for people to compromise values under social or cultural pressures. Sardis is called out for having a reputation of being alive but being spiritually dead. Paganism here symbolizes complacency, a form of spiritual sleep, where external appearances are kept up, but there's a lack of inner life. Today, this might reflect those who identify with faith publicly but lack a genuine personal commitment to it. Philadelphia is commended for keeping the faith despite limited strength and opposition. They are assured protection, highlighting the reward of remaining faithful. Unlike the others, they are not criticized, suggesting a church that remains vigilant against secular influence. In the modern sense, this could represent communities that stay true to their beliefs amid societal change or hostility. Laodicea is known for being lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, and is criticized for its self-sufficiency and complacency. Paganism here could represent comfort in wealth and status, leading to spiritual apathy. In modern times, This speaks to individuals who prioritize material wealth or security over spiritual growth and commitment. Understanding the historical and geographical background of Laodicea sheds light on why the term lukewarm was used. Laodicea was a wealthy and self-sufficient city in the Lycus Valley of Asia Minor, known for its banking, textile, and medical industries. However, it lacked a good natural water supply, which posed challenges for its citizens. Water supply from nearby cities. Laodicea received water from two nearby cities, Hierapolis and Colossae. Hierapolis was famous for its hot mineral springs, which were used for therapeutic purposes, while Colossae was known for its cold, refreshing mountain water. However, by the time the water reached Laodicea via aqueducts, it was no longer hot or cold but lukewarm. This lukewarm water was often unappealing and could even induce nausea, making it a fitting metaphor for spiritual half-heartedness. Application of lukewarmness. Jesus uses this physical condition as a symbol for the Laodicean church's spiritual state. They were neither hot, zealous and passionate in their faith, nor cold, indifferent and openly resistant to faith. Instead, they were lukewarm, spiritually tepid, showing an apathetic and self-satisfied attitude. Each of these messages can be seen as a reflection of common spiritual struggles today: apathy, compromise with secular values, moral relativism, and pressure to conform to societal norms. While the specifics of paganism have changed, the underlying issues remain relevant. Today's paganism may be seen as the lure of consumerism, individualism, and secular ideologies that challenge faith-based beliefs. In a world of pluralistic values, the letters to the seven churches remind us of the importance of staying grounded, authentic, and committed to core principles, even in a society that might pressure us to conform or compromise. These chapters urge believers to examine their faith, avoid complacency, resist pressures to dilute their values, and remain faithful in the face of cultural or ideological challenges, timeless messages that resonate across centuries. Until next post, Shalom.